Hi, I'm Susan Francis, Executive Director of the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers Service, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Real ID Act. You might have heard something about this, about needing to do something with your driver's license or your state identification. So just wanted to give you a few quick tips about how to prepare for getting your updated driver's license or state ID. So the Real ID is an act that's taking effect as of October 1st, 2020. And if you don't have your Real ID at that point, your driver's license will be suspended. The point of the Real ID is it provides some additional information on your identification, and it also creates some additional tamper-proof technology for your identification. But what you need to know, in order to get your new Real ID, you need to provide documents to the Motor Vehicle Administration when you go in to get your updated documents. And this can be a real hurdle, so we're going to walk through what those documents need to be. First thing you need to know is the documents either must be in English or they have to be translated. The other thing you want to be aware of is that all of the documents must match. So if one of your documents has a previous last name and one of your other documents has your new last name, that's going to be a problem. Every document that you take in needs to match. And so for some individuals, it might require a legal name change or a birth certificate correction to address those issues. Both of those legal issues are things that the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers Service helps with. With this Facebook Live, we're going to post the link to the documents, but just so you have a sense of what you need to bring, you need to bring one document that proves your age and your identity. That can be a passport, it can be a permanent resident card. There's a variety of different kinds of documents that can prove your age and identity. The second thing you need to bring is a document that proves your Social Security. So that can be your original Social Security card. That can also be a W-2 as long as it has your Social Security number on it. The third thing you need to bring is two documents that prove your address. And there's a long list of things that you can bring for that. You can bring your mortgage statement, you can bring hospital bills, credit card statements. There's a variety of different things that you can bring. And again, we're going to post the link that will show you all the documents that are available. One of the things we've been seeing issues around when you're proving your age and identity is a birth registration. You can bring your birth certificate, but it has to be your original birth certificate or a certified copy of your birth certificate. Many folks, certainly older folks, have a birth notice or birth registration. That is not the same thing as a birth certificate, and that will not be accepted. The MVA does have some additional documents that you can bring if you're older than 65. You can also use your Social Security benefits letter, or you can use a military discharge to prove your age and identity. So, when do you got to go through all of this to make sure that your driver's license or your state ID doesn't get suspended? The deadline for getting this done is October 1st, 2020. The Maryland the Maryland Vehicle Administration, the Motor Vehicle Administration, is sending out notices when it's your time to get your documents updated, to get your identification updated. We're also going to include a link with this Facebook Live that tells you that you can go check yourself, and it'll tell you whether that's due yet or not. So you can both look at the link to see what documents you need, and then also look at the link to see if it's your time to make an appointment with the MVA. But it's definitely something you need to keep an eye out for. If your driver's license, as of October 1st, if you get pulled over or stopped, they can seize your driver's license. They can also charge you with driving on a suspended license, and that can incur fines and fees and other sort of bad implications. So keep an eye out for the Real ID. Go to the links. If you have an issue where your documentation, where your names are not all the same, think about contacting us so we can help you get that name change or that birth certificate correction done so that you will be able to get your new Real ID. Thank you.